Hi, this is Oddworld1975, and today I thought I'd bring you an incredibly basic tip video for Really Dangerous. So this is the most basic bits covered. Now, as you can see, I'm looking around my cockpit. To do this on the standard controls on Xbox One, using your right thumbstick, you click down to unlock the camera, and you can roll it around and rotate around your ship and have a look around. As you can see, the hands do imitate what you do with your other joystick, the left stick, which moves you, and your throttle up and down, which is your RB and LB buttons. This is basically the standard controller setup. Now, it's great for immersion factor. Now, moving on to some of the other controls in the ship, you'll see you have, on the right, you have these little bars, and they have pips below them. Now, this represents your systems, your engine, and your weapons. Now, the bars above represent the power, and the pips is how much of your available power from your power distributor you're putting into those weapons or those systems. Now, engine is self-explanatory. That's how fast you go. The more pips you've got in there, the faster you want to actually go, and the quicker your boost speed will recover. Systems is your shield strength and how quickly your shields recharge. Weapons is quite simply your weapons. So, if you have very low-powered weapons, you can probably continuously fire with only 2 pips of energy in there. However, if you have weapons like most people do, like beam lasers and stuff, that take a lot of energy, you're going to have to bump up your energy to keep your weapons firing constantly, otherwise they'll overload and run out of power. So a lot of this game is about power management, about moving those pips around to best augment what you're doing. You know, you can quite simply spread the power to start with, and you'll get very used to it. It's very much like the old X-Wing system, shunting power around. So it's quite simple. Now, what I've done there is I've just gone into Super Cruise. There's 3 modes of transport in Really Dangerous. This is very important. You have normal speed, which is when you're floating around normal space. Okay, your speed then is in meters per second, and it's quite simply for close combat, for picking up cargo, for docking and launching from space stations. You're in normal space and at normal speeds. When you go into Super Cruise, that's just sub-light speed or light speed for travelling around a system. Then you have hyperspace, which is for jumping between systems. Now, the screens I'm in now, this is power management. Now, as you can see, my ship goes slightly over on power when it releases its weapons. This is the fire groups. This is where you allocate what button does what. As you can see, if you look at column 2, I've got all my weapons on 1, and on number 2, I've got my defensive system, my chaff launcher. Then you've got your cargo, and then you've got this screen, which is for settings. Now, I'll hover over this here, which is where you alter your turret settings. Now, what you want is fire at will, and then it will fire at will at any target that's red. Over here you have your navigation screen. Now, the majority of your navigation can be done from this screen rather than going into the galaxy map. It's a good shortcut if you know where you are to be able to switch between targets locally and systems that are nearby. Now, when you're trawling through a system, you're looking for things that pop up on there, like unidentified signal sources or weak signal sources. Do not go anywhere near strong signal sources, especially as a newbie player. Now, what I'm doing here is locking a destination, so I can now hyperspace jump to that destination, and that is your system transport travel. This screen shows your active transactions, so it shows things like where you're wanted, what missions you're on, and gives you a general update. Here's your contact screen. This is a very useful screen to be in, very good in res sites for looking for baddies, looking for new ships spawning in. Now, as to how this game flies, it's a very forgiving flight simulator. I mean, think of playing old style flight sims, however, you've got a reverse and you can go at 0 speed. It makes things a lot easier. Now, here I'm showing you the contact screen in action, so it gives you a breakdown of details of this ship. I've targeted him by pressing Y or clicking on him on the contact screen, and then it gives me his subsystems. This is the screen you use to target someone's drive. If you're using gimbal weapons, they will automatically target what you select. Now, I would recommend selecting the drives, or the power plant. And if you target it in that screen, it will mean your gun shoot out his drives and he's left spinning helpless in space and much easier to kill. So that's pretty much it. The only other tips that I haven't really covered in this video is landing pads only have one direction. So you want to land with the bar plates behind your ship, where the engines are, and looking at the tower, and then it will let you land. It's pretty self-explanatory in starports, but on some of the stations it can be a little precarious as to which way around you're facing. And here we go, that's me charging my hyperspace drive, and that's how you travel between systems, from one system to another. So 3 methods of transport: normal speed, super cruise for travelling around a star system, and then hyperspace drive for travelling from one star system to another. And the game's fairly forgiving. It will give you messages like that telling you to throttle up to the game. That's all for this video. Thank you very much for watching.